welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to adhere crystals and how to properly secure them using nail resin. Also get to learn some tips and tricks on crystal placements. Let's get started. So, new product alert. Beame Beauty Box just came out with a nail resin and it looks like this. My number one tip is I trim the brush of the nail resin. First thing I do is I completely wipe and dry out all the glue from the bristles of the brush. And grabbing a pair of small scissors, I like to start trimming the bristles. Just like you're trimming your own nail brushes, like your striper brushes, you would do the same. So this is completely preference on how you want your little brush to be skinny. But as you can see, I rotate the brush and I trim as I go, making the bristles a lot skinnier. Again, this is your preference on how thin you want it to make it. I'll also be using the Bejewelme pen. This little tool is great for picking up crystals and moving around with the tiny pointer. So I'm just going to show you a simple design to show you how I use the resin and place my crystals. So basically you want to put the resin where you want to put the crystals. I like to put about 1 or 2 drops before I place the crystals. You don't want the resin to dry up too quickly, so place only a couple drops here and there so then you can put the crystals in place. Also, another tip, you don't want to put too much resin where you're placing the crystals, because sometimes too much resin means it's going to take longer for it to dry up. So try placing very little of it where you're placing the crystals. You can definitely notice that I'm placing very tiny amounts of the resin onto the nail because now that the brush is skinny, it's not going to overload the nail with too much glue. This is me showing you how easy the Bejewelme pen is picking up the crystals. Doesn't matter how big or how small the crystals are, the pen can pick it up. The next design, I'm going to show you how to use the bigger shaped crystals. So ideally, when you're thinking of crystal placements for bigger crystals, you want to be able to keep the bigger crystals right in the center of the nail. The center of the nail is usually the most flattest of the nail. So it's gonna keep the bigger crystals to stay on there the longest and in place. For instance, if I were to put the bigger crystal on the left side, it would just slide off. When I'm working with big crystals, I do like to surround it with little crystals. That way the little crystals can somewhat hug the bigger crystals, just so that the bigger crystals don't actually catch on anything, because most of the time the bigger crystals are very flat, and when you're putting on top of the nail is curved. So when you put a flat object on top of a curved surface, the left and right side of the diamond actually don't sit flat against the nail. So adding these smaller crystals on the left and right side especially will help the diamond stay on longer and won't catch on anything. So there's no right or wrong way to how to make designs of crystal placements. Just keep all the designs very symmetrical to each other. So if you're adding one crystal to the left, always add a crystal to the right. And try to keep all the sizes the same too. It's just gonna keep the whole design very balanced. So once I'm done with the design, I do like going in using the resin straight from the brush and going into the nooks and crannies of the bigger shaped crystal. Like I said earlier, the bigger shaped crystals are very flat, and so when you're putting a flat object onto a curved surface like the nail, there's going to be gaps in between. So that was the main reason why I like to trim the brush into a very skinny striper so I can get in between each of the crystals. Here you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed my tips and tricks on how to use resin to adhere your crystals. What do you guys think of these crystal designs? Would you wear them on your nails? Let me know in the comments down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel where I post weekly videos. Thank you for watching. See ya!